For the thoracic spine assessment, we start by hugging our shoulders. This basically allows us to see what the spine is doing without the interaction of the shoulder blades here. You can see, because you're wrapping your arms around you, your shoulder blades will come right out to the side, and you can see what this part of your spine is doing. So you're trying to effectively bend to the side whilst keeping your hips level. It's important to watch both sides first, because when you watch this and you see my first attempt to the right, there's two parts to grade this assessment. The first one is how much movement is there, and then the second part is where does the movement come from. So the first one being how much movement is there. If we can get the top of the spine, if we exclude the neck for now, because it's very easy for me to dump this ear to this shoulder and make it so that my head angle can go more this way. So if I drew a line of where the top of my spine is going, if that is in the trajectory of around 45 degrees, then we're okay. We're fine. So we can give that a little tick. And if the movement is gradual across the whole of the spine from the bottom of the rib cage to that point in the neck, and it's an even distribution or an even curve, then we would also give that a tick. So you can give yourself like 90 and 100% based on how much you think you have and how good you feel when you do it. If you feel really tight and restricted, then subjectively you can give yourself a slightly lower score and give the reasons why. But if you look at this side, it looks okay based on those two factors. But then if we go to the left-hand side, you'll see that my left side is actually just a little bit nicer and a bit smoother. And it's mainly in this middle part of my back area here. It's more consistently smooth in this middle bit. And then if we go back to the right-hand side, you'll see when I begin the movement, this rib almost sinks inwards and I hinge at this very bottom point here. And this bit of my spine stays straighter than the other side, basically. So we're kind of nitpicking here a little bit, but you see that how initially at the start of that movement, that bit of my spine here doesn't really move at all, and it's just my rib pushing into the side, which shows that there's a little bit more rotation going down in the very bottom of my thoracic spine. So that would be an 80% on my right, and I would give myself closer to a 90% on my left.